everybody. Welcome back. Got another video today on the Cobblemon Ultra server. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's been a couple days since I've done a video, and glad to be back. I'm trying to see how I feel about this granite mixed with this. I think it looks good, but I think I might still need a little bit more brick. I don't know. I kind of dig it. Looks good. Yeah. I like it. A little basic. Still gotta figure out where I'm going to put my house. I'm going to flatten this part here, though. That's a must. I want to get rid of this segment right here. I think I'm going to do that. Or not. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll just fill in some stone there. Guys, I am very, like, I don't know if you all know this, but I am like a professional, an absolute professional of just falling into holes randomly because I'm not paying attention to my surroundings. Like, if there was a contest for that, nobody else bothered joining because, like, I am like unparalleled with that. I'm just amazing, apparently. Oh man, that's goofy. That's just absolutely goofy. God, you almost want to be disappointed in yourself. Well, me. I want to be almost disappointed in myself, but at this point, it's kind of impressive. So, also, I figured out Faulkner ain't even the gym leader we were supposed to be going after. Faulkner is just some random nobody. Turns out you get these trainer cards that just do not work if you have something in your hand. It's crazy. It does not work whatsoever. But you go ahead and find everybody here, and I found Rourke. I decided to walk mosey on over there. I mean, technically, I didn't mosey on over there. I just happened to notice that he was in the same biome when I was working on some of the stuff for one of the towns. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go kick his ass. Gonna be done. So yeah, we got this situated and started. I was gonna say something. There was something I was gonna look for. We gotta find Commander Mars. However you ever find, or I don't know how this whole thing works. Commander Mars, they are in the Badlands, the deep, dark Dripstone Caves, eroded Badlands, lush caves, Savannah Plateau, Savannah, windswept Savannah, and wooded Badlands. So, like, what we could do is we could literally go over there, go fight, and, you know, try and boost our level cap. I think the level cap is a little ridiculous. You know, I beat the gym leader, and it gave me a total of 1 level. Let me tell you, that's great knowing that, you know, I get that 1 extra level. Also, I cut a new Zubat. I cut this Zubat. He was just chilling in my, like, place. That's loud. That is so loud. Oh my god. Well, anyways. So. We're going to look up how to do a EXP share. EXP share, what do I need for you? Amethyst, gold, lapis, and Iran. So we can do this one of 2 ways. Let's do this one of 2 ways. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play a little bit while we talk. So I think we just need amethyst. I think that's all we need really is just amethyst. So let's go ahead and head down here. See if we can find a geode. I think think we've seen a geode here. I don't remember, though. But regardless of the situation, let's talk. Let's talk about some stuff, guys. That is an Aaron. That is an Aaron that is going to be burning. My child, come here, you goofy little bastard. I need to get more Pokeballs. I think the goofy little child has died. And now I'm sad. That Aaron literally just sat there. Oh, hi. Hi. What level are you? You're 33. Alright, well, we're just gonna let you be. I am gonna block off this lava because, dear God, that is dangerous. I mean, cool that you can handle it. You know, I can't. I can't, Aaron. I do need a weapon, actually. Now that the zombie mentioned it, I need a weapon. I need improvements. There's some iron up here. What's going on, Aaron? Bug off, dude. I mean, I'm not, like, super worried, so for the fact being is, like, I can always just instant respawn. It's not like we're playing hardcore or anything, or we lose items. It's a chill server and everything. I'm gonna be honest though, I've never been a huge fan of keep inventory. I'm never gonna be the one to be against it, you know, for other players, but you know, it's kind of just, it's not quite my cup of tea. You know, I like the feel of, hey, I could lose my stuff if I'm reckless. Does that mean I'm going to change it on the server? No, absolutely not, because that's not how everybody else plays in. I mean, quite frankly, that's how it was voted, is everybody preferred to keep inventory on. And I am all about a fair democracy. Oi, where's my shield? Idiots. Anyways, let them fight. Alright, you bonehead. Get it? I'm funny. Anyway. I am a believer in fair, you know, voting in democracy, especially on, like, servers and such. Because, you know, it's not me just playing. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I was gonna go look down the other area, and I swear to God, these stupid scam callers, man, I swear, dude, they are getting relentless, and they're just terrible, man. Like, I don't know what it is nowadays, but these guys are getting ridiculous. I mean, I can't go 5 minutes. It feels like I can't go 5 minutes without, you know, just being harassed, dude. Like, it's almost funny. Like, I say it's almost funny because, like, it's getting so mad that, like, I can't even mask my accent half the time anymore because how much you're pissing me off. like, and I know, like, like at least some of y'all, at least that have been here for a while, have heard my accent slip, and I like keeping I like keeping it masked because I'm sorry whenever you hear like an accent like mine, you know, my natural accent, you get the idea. I'm just well, at least this is what I've gathered. It's like most people just do not think of me of how I actually am because my accent sounds a little too southern. And I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, oh, hey, creeper. But yeah, I don't like doing. I mean, I don't mind my accent. I'm not insecure about my accent, but like, you know, will you stop it? Oh well. Hey, buddy. Jesus Christ. um. But yeah, no, I bring it up because yesterday I was at work and fucking these scam callers just would not stop fucking calling me, man. I'm like, as I said, you know, I try keeping a laid back. I mean, when I'm at work, you know, I don't mask the accent. I don't, you know, I don't do that at work. Solely for the fact being is, you know, they know me and, you know, I'm. Yeah, what was I saying? Will you stop shooting me? I'm just trying to find a stupid... Whatever. Anyways. As I was saying. You know, around here, I don't mind, you know, letting my actual, like, voice and accent slip. Why would you hurt that rat? Shoot, come on, man. I literally just let myself die to save Eradicate. I went guns blazing, trying my best to save Eradicate. Eradicate, mind you, I didn't even want to keep or anything. Just unintentionally like altruistic on it. I'm like, no, get down, Mr. President. Uh, that's funny. It's stupid, but it's funny. Anyways, we'll go the different route now. We got to go back down there. We need to find some more coal. But yeah, it's just as I said, as I was saying, I don't mind letting, you know, my accent, you know, slip from here and there, but I don't like doing it for YouTube content because there's a lot of people who get the wrong idea when they hear like my voice. That they get the wrong idea of like where I stand on certain subjects, and it's like, no. For those who know, and you know, I don't care if y'all give me flack or anything, but I might sound south of the Mason-Dixon, but I could not be more fucking liberal, man. I could not be more fucking liberal. And like, that's why I'm asking my voice half the time, because it's just, it's such a clash. It's fucking hilarious. Because, I find it funny because one time I was at a regional and I was talking to a couple of my friends, and I was overhearing somebody, talking some shit I didn't really appreciate, um, which is, weird at a Pokemon region because, I mean, fucking read the room, you dumbass. But, this stupid fuck, straight up, I'm not even kidding, exaggerating, or anything. He's like, you know what I'm talking about. I look at him dead in the eye, and I'm like, look, dude, just because I sound like a hick does not mean I share, the stereotypical, like, redneck mentality, bro. Just because I sound like this does not mean that I share, the values that you're about to get your fucking ass kicked for. People are fucking stupid, man. But, like, being said, I don't know, like, because I've been, hiding the accent for fucking years on YouTube and Twitch and shit. Like, I've been hiding it because, I don't want people to get the wrong idea, but, I'll be honest, I don't like hiding it. As I said, I'm not ashamed of it. I just don't want, dipshits getting the wrong idea. I said that like 5 times already, and I know you're already like, all right, get on with it, move on. But how would y'all feel? Would you? Oh my God. Fucking Jesus Christ. I'm turning my goddamn phone off. Fucking hell, man. Can't even have my fucking peace without these stupid fucking, like, scammers, man. And I know, like, the more pissed off, the more, like, it becomes very apparent. Like, I'm trying. I'm really trying because, good Lord, man. You know, things like that, it just makes it genuinely impossible not to let the accent come out because it just pisses me off and I can't focus. Uh, oh, I remember one of my buddies that I do my locals with, in the local scene on VGC and stuff, and I was having a bad run. And, like, obviously it wasn't anybody. It was just, like, my fucking guy, I can't remember what Pokemon was, but, like, it missed every single move that it needed to hit. And, like, it just wasn't doing what it needed to do. And the accent slipped. Because, at first, this was years ago. This was years ago before I said fuck it. But, you know, I got frustrated enough and, the accent slipped. And, he looked at me. He's like, "Where the hell did that come from?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is how I always am." He's like, "No, dude, you've been coming to these things for a while now, or like I've seen your we've battled together for a while. You don't ever sound like this." I'm like, "Oh yeah, no, I actually do sound like this, but oh hey, thank God." This is pretty. I like these, but grab some clusters real quick. Get out of here. I'm gonna let them grow again. Actually, that's not how it works, is it? I don't know how this shit works. Played this game for fucking what, 16, 17 years now. Jesus Christ. 2011. That's when I got the game like, no, fuck me, dude. I've been playing since beta 1.3. That's fuck, dude. This has been a while. I'm not even gonna bother like, going back to, my voice because it's just fucking stupid. All right, well, that's all we needed from here. Let's get back out of here. Um, Yeah. I don't know if I want to hide my voice anymore. Oh yeah. Shit. I don't even think I started talking about. So what was it about? Well, I can't remember what day it was, but that's a Vanilla Ice. Hey, buddy. I already got one of y'all. You're adorable. I don't care what anybody says. Vanilla Ice is actually kind of a cute Pokemon. But so I had that job interview, and I know I mentioned it, um, even jokingly, the other day. Is that if I even so much as mention it, it's just gonna go to it's gonna go to shit. It's gonna go to hell real quick. And I'm not even kidding. Yeah, that statement is a true statement and will always last. Oh, I need my lapis yet. Damn it. Because you know, my my interview was at hang on, how do I do this? There we go. My interview was at it's at what, 11:30? Yeah, no, it was at it's at noon. But I get there at 11:30, right? Because I've always been I've always been taught, you know, be at a job 15 minutes early, right? And if you're on time, you're late. I mean, that's just how it's always been for me. And I've grown accustomed to that, man. So I get there 3 minutes early, and I wait in the car 15 minutes. No big deal. I go in there, and this lady that was there, I'm sorry. I'm also a big fan of customer service, especially when you're trying to be nice and everything. Trying to make sales. I believe that you're supposed to be nice to people. Make this very clear. You're supposed to be nice to people when they're nice to you. You know what? I'm gonna run back to the house real quick, and run back to the house real quick, and then sleep, and then we'll go out to the next day, because I think we're gonna go out to find a Badlands. See the closest Badlands, and we'll get to look at the map real quick, because the closest Badlands is yeah, I think that's over here. So let's grab a boat. Actually, no, this one's closer. This one's far closer. Let's grab a boat, and we're gonna skedoodle over there. You see? Damn it, man, they're about the same distance. Let's just go up here. Make a boat. But yeah, anyways, I'm a big fan of treating others with respect. That's what I try to do and all that, because that's just how it's supposed to be nowadays, or not nowadays. It's how it's always supposed to be. Just treat people with respect, be excellent to each other. Shit like that. You know, treat others how you want to be treated, type deal. Well, I bring this up because I walk in there, and this woman just straight up was like, "What do you want?" And it's not like a "Hey, how can I help you?" or anything type deal. It's a "What do you want?" My brain is like, well, you know, that was really, you don't know who I am. If it was somebody that like I knew and said something like that, it'd be a different story. But anyways, I'm like, I'm here for a job interview. I'm gonna run through this ice flow because I'm not about to like navigate all this bullshit. But I'm like, I'm here for a job interview. It's supposed to be there at noon, and she's like, we don't have any job interviews today. And I'm like, well, ma'am, I can show you here on Indeed that, I was supposed to be here, 12:30, or not 12:30, 12 o'clock. And she goes, well, no, we had interviews yesterday. You're probably one of the people who decided not to show up. And I'm like, no, that's not the case. And I pull up, Indeed. She's like, I don't care. And she straight up said, I don't care. She's like, I'll call the guy that was, supposed to be doing the interview. And she goes, and he'll be here in an hour if he decides to show up. And I'm like, yeah, gravy. Gravy. Okay. So at this point, it's not worth my time. They said it was supposed to be like 22 an hour, all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, you know what? It felt a little too good to be true. I mean, they were just rude as fuck, man. Like, I mean, absolutely rude as shit. And then, she calls him, and this phone has been going off nonstop. I don't know if y'all hear the vibration off my desk, but this is definitely a test of patience on being nice to people, even though 90% of them are AI generated now. Oh my God, this is literally just, a divine test of patience. I swear to God. I hate my life, man. I really don't, but But anyways, I want to look at the six of you real quick. Are you gonna be low level? Oh yes, you are. You're a sweet little baby. This sweet baby's gonna kill my baby. I just realized. Oh, thank God, use Lear. But anyways, I was sitting there. She calls this guy, right? And I was already kind of thinking, it's like, it's not worth, time or effort, it's not worth any of that. Look, you're level 5 already. Good job. Good job, Zubat. Oh no, that's not good. I got. Damn it, man. I should have paid more attention. But she calls him, and they're talking, and she turns around and hits me with, "Oh, just get a hold of him, and then he'll figure out a good day to have you come back." Now, I probably was kind of a dick here, but I just walked out. I didn't say anything, but honestly, it's not worth my time. Listen, she came off like really rude, like really, really rude, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna fight it. It's not worth, the effort, and it's not worth, being rude back, because that's just not who I am. She decides to follow me out to my car just to say, hey, I hope you have a good day. I'm like, okay, now I feel like you're trying to, like, rage bait me at this point. Like, that's what it feels like. It's like you're trying to rage bait me with that one. And I just, like, I wave, because, I'm already in my car. And, I just leave. I just leave, man, because, like, you can't sit there and tell me that's not, like, the biggest bundle of bullshit. And it gets a little bit better. How far are we out from here? Oh my God. This is going to be a trip. It's going to be a trip. We're probably going to be ending the episode before we get there. That's funny. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. But, like, it's one thing to be, rude, but then sit there and, like, y'all are talking about how you direly need people. Like, I mean, this guy straight up in the messages was like, hey, we genuinely, like, we need people bad type deal. Like, he was thankful that he was answering my call. Like, I was answering, like, their ad type deal and all that on Indeed, It's like, excited to hear from you, all this stupid stuff. And then that happens. I'm just like, come on, man. And it's like, as I said, it was up to $22 an hour. No. I looked at the fine print because they don't show it. You had to go on the website and their careers, all that jazz. No. They only pay $9 an hour. And with tips, you can get up to 22 an hour. I hate that I hate that so much, man. Like, it's just stupid. It's stupid, it's silly, and this is a very beautiful terrain right here, I'm not gonna lie. It is a very beautiful terrain. But it's just agitating. It's just so agitating. Everything agitates me to an extent, but like things like that just genuinely fucking agitate me, dude. I wish I was the best. I mean, I wish I was like, the highlight of that day, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Because it's funny because you think that would be the thing that'd be like the thing that would agitate me the most that day, and no, I do trivia on Thursdays too, so I was hanging out with my brother in our trivia group, and man, I hate when people. I really hate when people just do not listen to you because they're older and they think they know more. Like, if you're in trivia group, you gotta listen to everybody. Like, I mean, that's how I think it should be, but it was a Lord of the Rings question. Lord of the Rings. And for those who don't know, Magikarp, get out of the way before I demolish you, dude. Literally talking about things that are just in my way and annoying me. Stupid ass. But anyways, fucking oh, is that a shiny Magikarp? That was not a shiny Magikarp. There was no way in hell that was a shiny Magikarp. I would have heard it. It would have given me a little ding. Anywho. Anywho, yeah, it was a Lord of the Rings question. And it was, what is the third book in the Lord of the Rings trilogy? Super easy question, if you ask me, especially for somebody who loves Lord of the Rings. It's Return of the King, right? Yeah, it's Return of the King. And even my brother. Let me just say this. I'm a huge fan. I am a big fan of Lord of the Rings. I love the movies. I love the books. I've read the Silmarillion. All that. My brother has sat there, and he was even like, it's Return of the King. We both said it because we both know this. That's what I was saying. I love it. I love the movies. I love the books. I enjoy it. I miss playing the games back on the PS2. My brother is way bigger of a fan than I am on that because this dude and his wife, like most of their wedding soundtrack, I'm not even remotely joking. Most of their wedding, like the music played at their wedding, was Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and all that. I can't compete with that, right? I just can't compete with that. Like, he is truly a bigger fan. Absolutely hilarious, but we were both saying that, and one of the guys that was there literally started, oh, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, just telling, like, disregarding us. And, it was his wife who was, writing the stuff down, so she's going to listen to him. Said it was the Two Towers. My skin's all, like, there's something in there. I think it's the extra animation, so, I guess it doesn't fit as well. Said it was the Two Towers, man. I cannot tell you how upset and agitated I was, because it's just like, you don't do that, man. You don't do that. You lied to us. Or not you lied to us. You let us down. Obviously somebody in here. What kind of message? I think that might be. Hang on 1 second. Uh, people. People. It was my roommate. I hate saying I hate saying that. It's so weird, just referring to her as my roommate, given that she's my ex and all that. But it's weird. Um, damn, you zooming. I want to try and get over there before we end the episode. I mean, we're gonna do the whole like hunt and everything like later. Oh my god. But we gotta be at least halfway there, right? Oh yeah, we're almost there. We're gonna make it. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right at the end of this. We're gonna be all right. But yeah, the whole Lord of the Rings thing just agitated me so much because it's like, dude, come on. We know what it is. We know who it is. Well, we know what it is. It's because of the book. But like, you ask me or my brother anything about the Hobbit, Silmarillion, the Fellowship of the Ring, anything, everything, guys. Come on, we're going to give it to you, right? So, I'm sorry. Just thinking about it again just agitates the living hell out of me because you know, it's such a basic thing to get mad at, but oh man. Sorry, I've been ranting this entire episode. I mean, it's kind of what you get nowadays. Um, trying to been meaning to get everything set up so I can start doing some champions videos. I just haven't had any time, and as I said, I'm looking for another job because I mean this job is paying the bills, but like honestly, it's getting tight because they're changing up everything. They're hiring more people, so they got to change schedules and stuff. And it's like, dude, come on. I've been here longer than everybody else. That's not fair. It's not cool. But trying to pick up a second job, at least for in the mornings and stuff. And well, if they're not, if they're not biting, they're lying. Let's be real, dude. It's stupid. It is absolutely asinine. And look it up. Oh, I guess I'm going over it. I was gonna say, what's with all the zombies? But they're not zombies. Those are guardians. Never mind. Get out of my way. God, imagine getting hit in the face with a jellyfish, man. I'd cry. I would cry. I would genuinely cry, man. Like, ugly tears. Ugly tears. And it is beautiful out here. Well, we made it. We survived. And, you know what? I might grab some sea pickles for the house. Yeah, let's grab some sea pickles. Sea pickles called an episode. And we'll pick it up later. I might upload the next video for tomorrow, depending if what I'm doing, how I'm doing, all that fun stuff. But we got to go find Commander Cards and up our game. Alright, let's grab some more pickles and then get back to the base. Or not back to base. Not back to base. Not back to base. Started with a B. 4-letter word. That works out. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I'm definitely getting out of here. It's been about what, almost a 45-minute episode. So thanks for watching, y'all. Thanks for listening to me rant, talk about my BS. But again, thank y'all. See y'all next time. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on, and yeah, again, this is a free public server. Y'all are more than welcome to tag in and join at any point. So yeah, we'll get out of here. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.